Thank you, everybody. Oh, man. It is great to see so many friends and family. I appreciate you guys. After a long journey that started over 2 years ago, speaking to thousands of you over the course of several months on Zoom in the middle of COVID, it is such a breathtaking feeling to share this moment with all of you. And it is an absolute privilege and honor to be the first person in 24 years to be able to say thank you to the people of Illinois for making me the next Secretary of State of Illinois. And he's here with us tonight. Please join me in thanking the legend, the icon, the man, passing me the baton, Secretary of State Jesse Weiss. Thank you, Mr. Secretary, for your friendship, and thank you for your leadership. I'm going to work hard to make sure I make you proud, sir. Over the next few days, there will be a lot of reflection over what today's election means for the future of our country, our planet, and our democracy, and we certainly have a lot of work to do in order to heal this nation. That is why my focus has always been and will be on restoring public trust. Trust, which is not that big of a word, but loaded with more meaning than any other in public service. The people of Illinois and across this nation trust us with a lot. Your tax dollars, your laws, your protections, your family's lives. And the people of Illinois have now entrusted me with the office that touches so many parts of your daily lives. And I promise you that I will earn that trust, and the Secretary of State's office will make your lives better, and we will make the lives of those who are poor and underserved better. And I will always, always fight for those who don't have a voice. But first, we have to bring trust and integrity back to Springfield. When I was state treasurer, my very first day in office, we passed the most wide-ranging comprehensive ethics package in state government, and I will do the same as soon as I enter the Secretary of State's office. See, trust in government in Illinois has been undermined by what we call the corruption tax, a tax that we will repeal and prove to you once again that this government works for you. Transparency, good government, and eliminating the time tax that many of you are paying just to access simple government services will be at the core of every single thing that I do as Secretary of State. During this campaign, we heard a lot from disgruntled and disheartened citizens who have lost faith in politics, have lost faith in government, in both parties. And while I'm telling you not to lose faith, I am telling you that you can believe again, that you can believe in the nobility and integrity and inspiration of public service, that there are people in office and running for office across the country that want to fight for you every single day, and I will fight for you every single day. And I will do it side by side with the working men and women of Illinois. And a lot of the coverage of this election has described this office as full of jobs. Actually, it's full of dedicated public servants, and I look forward to working with them, these fine public servants, and not being their boss, but their teammate and their colleague, and working together as a team. This was a very long and brutally hard campaign. But the real work for me starts now. Tomorrow morning, me and my team will get to work tomorrow, no days off. And while I look forward to celebrating tonight, and we will celebrate tonight, tomorrow is a work day for me and the team. I signed up for this hard work, and it starts right away. We will be launching a formal transition process this week, and we will announce our transition team chairs within 48 hours, along with a brand new website for all Illinoisans to tell us how we can do better and what you'd like to see in the Secretary of State's office. I am exhilarated. Bless you, my little girl. I am exhilarated and electrified at the thought of serving as Secretary of State of the greatest state and the greatest nation in the world. And one more lesson about tonight that I hope everyone heeds. but especially my little honey girls. Don't ever let anyone count you out. Don't ever let anyone say you're finished. Don't ever quit anything. Don't ever let anyone tell you to stay down on the mat, ever. If you believe in something and you believe in yourself, just keep moving forward always, no matter how painful and no matter what the odds are. The trials you face in life will introduce you to your strengths. But tonight is not about my comeback story. Tonight is about all of you, the people of Illinois. I want to thank you for putting your trust in me after I've been out of office for 12 years. And thank you for believing in me once again. There are some people that I specifically want to thank. I want to thank all of my supporters, all the people who knocked on doors, who put their my sign up in their lawns, my friends who I continue to ask for money from all the time, and we got a lot of it. So thank you for believing in me. Thank you for opening the doors of your homes and your offices and your workplace and telling your friends about this campaign and being a part of it. It means more to me than you could possibly imagine. I want to thank the elected officials who believed in me from day one, who remained my friends even when I was out of office, who went to war for me and fought for me. I don't know where they're at, but I want to give a special shout out to my friends in organized labor. They're the loud ones over there. But when I decided to do this, they signed up right away. I told them why I was doing it. They remembered the battles we fought when I was state treasurer. They are loyal. They have always been with me. I will never let you down. We will always fight for working families together. I love you guys, and I appreciate you. I want to thank my in-laws, who have been great, my wife's entire family, who have been really energized about this campaign, who are very excited about the campaign. I also want to thank two of my role models, and that's my two older brothers, Dimitri and George, who are not only my business partners, although they do all the work. They remind me what it means to be a great person. They've always been there for me. They push me when I'm a little tired and banged up, and most importantly, they've taught me what it means to be a great father. And their kids, Georgie, Alexandra, Sia, Celeste, and Flora, could not be better kids, and that's because of the parents that you and Carrie and Rebecca are, and I love you guys very, very much.